In 1985, a 30-year-old founder was fired from his own company. No, by competitors, no, by the market, but by the boardroom he helped build. His name was Steve Jobs, the same man who started Apple in a garage, the same man who believed computers could be beautiful, the same man who saw the future before the world was ready. Fired, humiliated, publicly sidelined, written off as too difficult. Most people would have disappeared. He didn't. And what happened next became the greatest comeback story in business history. Apple was founded in 1976. No, in Silicon Valley luxury, but in a small garage in California. Jobs and Steve Wozniak built computers by hand soldering boards, packing parts, dreaming bigger than their surroundings. Then came the Apple. It exploded, clean design, ready to use, built for everyday people. Revenue soared. By 25 years old, Steve Jobs was worth over $100 million, a young millionaire, a tech rock star, the face of a revolution. In 1984, Apple launched the Macintosh, introduced with one of the most iconic Super Bowl ads ever aired, 1984. Won't be like 1984. The Mac wasn't just a product. It was rebellion. It was art. It was the future. Jobs was a visionary. But inside Apple, no, everyone agreed with him. He was intense, demanding, uncompromising. Meetings turned into arguments. To stabilize the company, Apple hired a new CEO, John Sculley. At first, they were allies. But as Macintosh sales slowed, tension grew. Two leaders, two visions, one company, and in 1985, the board chose someone else over him. Steve Jobs was stripped of power, removed from the Macintosh division, pushed out of daily operations. Imagine building something from nothing and being told you're no longer needed to the outside world. It looked like corporate restructuring to Jobs. It was devastation. He later said it felt like failure under a spotlight. Silicon Valley watched. Many assumed his story was over. They were wrong. Eid of quitting, he started again, first, next. A computer company focused on advanced machines for education. The technology was brilliant, elegant software, beautiful design, but too expensive. Commercially next failed, then came Pixar. In 1986, Jobs bought a small animation studio from Lucasfilm. For $10 million, it struggled for years. But in 1995, Toy Story changed everything. The first fully computer animated feature film, massive success. Pixar went public. Steve Jobs became a billionaire. Again, failure hadn't destroyed him. It refined him. And quietly, the software built at Next was about to become very important. By the mid-1990s, Apple was collapsing, losing hundreds of millions, confusing product lines. Performa this, quadra that, endless variations, no focus, no direction. Analysts gave Apple less than 90 days before bankruptcy. The company that once defined personal computing was becoming irrelevant. And the only person who could fix it was the man they fired. In 1996, Apple bought Next officially for its software, unofficially for Steve Jobs. He returned as an advisor. The company that once defined personal computing was becoming irrelevant. And the only person who could fix it was the man they fired. In 1996, Apple bought Next officially for its software, unofficially for Steve Jobs. He returned as an advisor. Then interim CEO, and what he saw was chaos. So he did something radical. He drew a simple 2x2 grid consumer. Professional desktop, portable, 4 boxes, everything else was eliminated. Nearly 70% of Apple's products were cut. Focus became the strategy, focus became the weapon, and then the products started coming. iMac, bright, bold, transparent. While competitors made beige boxes, Apple made art. It sold millions. Apple was profitable again. Then 2001, the iPod, 1,000 songs in your pocket. Music changed forever. Then 2007, the iPhone, a touchscreen slab of glass. No keyboard, no stylus. Just your fingers. It didn't just improve phones. It reinvented them. Entire industries shifted. And in 2010, the iPad, another new category, another disruption. iMac, iPod, iPhone, iPad, hit after hit. Apple wasn't just back, it was leading the world. In 2011, Steve Jobs passed away, but the company he rebuilt kept growing. In 2018, Apple became the first publicly traded U.S. company to reach a $1 trillion valuation. From garage to near bankruptcy to the most valuable company on earth, all because a fired founder came back with clarity. This story isn't just about business. It's about resilience. It's about failure. It's about vision. Because sometimes getting fired isn't the end. It's the beginning of your greatest chapter. If you enjoyed this story of ambition, failure, and comeback, subscribe to Empire Explained, because every empire has a story and we're just getting started.